One of the things I've realised over the time when we're negotiating with creditors, and in actual fact when we're negotiating or dealing with things in life, is that there are no winners in an argument, whether it be our partners, whether it be our children, our parents. As soon as you get into an argument, what we're trying to do is to try and prove that the other person's wrong and we are right. Now, from our point of view, we'll be right. But if we accept that the other person's point of view from theirs is right, then we get a lot further. The example of that is that when we're negotiating, when we're arguing with creditors and disagreeing, you get into this argy-bargy fight with them, there can only be one winner and one loser. But the reality is both of you lose. Because even if you prove the other person's wrong, they feel bad, they feel upset, and they feel like they've been beaten. So you don't win because there's that resentment there. One of the things I learnt years ago is to just picture that person and think of what's in it for them. From their point of view, what are they trying to say? And when we try to understand the other person, we might not necessarily agree with them, but we understand where they're coming from. I was recently involved in a negotiation where a person had put $600,000 into a business, and the business hadn't worked out. The director had spent the money on what he thought was wisely, but the whole thing had just collapsed. Now, what happened was the director of the company was wanting the investor to put some more money in. The investor had got to the end of his tether and said, I don't want to put any more money in because I don't know where it's going. Now, in that type of situation, who's right or who's wrong? And the important thing is it doesn't matter who's right or who's wrong. I can look at it from the investor's point of view and say, hey, you put the money in without any business plan, without any KPIs, without any performances so that you could see where your money was being spent. Or I can look at it from the director's point of view and say, hey, you had a whole heap of money in the bank and you just spent it. Now, was it wise spending or not? There wasn't any plan. So you can take it from either point of view. The important thing is to understand where the other person's coming from. And if you understand that in a conciliatory way, well then you can both walk away winners. Not necessarily agreeing with one another, but you both walk away winners because you understand. Instead of trying to beat them or prove them wrong or prove yourself right, if you understand why they think they're right. And you know that saying, agree to disagree, shouldn't even get to that stage. But if you understand where they're coming from, a lot better, then you both win.